All right, we're going to tackle one of the oldest, most mind-bending puzzles in all of philosophy. It's called the Ship of Theseus. And here's the kicker. This ancient riddle about a boat, it has everything, and I mean everything, to do with who you are.
So let's get right to it. Here's the core of the whole thing. If you take an object, any object, and bit by bit you replace every single part of it, is it still the same object when you're done? Just let that sink in for a second.
Okay, so this isn't some newfangled puzzle. Nope. This debate goes way, way back, all the way to a famous ship from ancient Greece.
So the first person to write this down was the Greek historian Plutarch. He tells this story about the legendary ship of the hero Theseus, right? The Athenians thought this ship was a huge deal, so they kept it in their harbor like a monument. But, you know, wood rots. That's just what it does. So to keep the ship looking good, they started replacing the old decaying planks one by one with new, fresh ones.
You can just picture it, can't you? There's the original ship, sitting in the harbor. Then, poof, one plank gets swapped out, then another. And over the years, this just keeps happening. More and more planks get replaced, until finally you get to a point where not a single original piece of wood is left.
And that brings us to the big question, the million-dollar question. Is this ship, the one made of all new parts, still the Ship of Theseus? Now, your gut might immediately scream yes or no way, and honestly, either answer is totally valid. But hold on, because the puzzle is about to get a whole lot messier.
So for hundreds of years, that was the puzzle. And then along comes the 17th century philosopher Thomas Hobbes, who decided to, just throw a giant wrench in everything.
Hobbes comes along and asks this brilliant and, frankly, super annoying question. He goes, okay, but what if? What if someone was secretly collecting all those old discarded planks? You know, the ones they took off the original ship? And what if that person then used all those original planks to build a second ship?
So, now what? Now you've got two ships, and they both seem like they could be the real one. You've got the repaired ship, right? It has that continuous history, it was always there in the harbor. But then you've got the reassembled ship, and that one is made of all the original material. So which one is it? Which is the real Ship of Theseus?
And this whole mess perfectly sets up two big competing ideas about what identity even is. On one hand, you've got material continuity. That's the idea that identity is all about the original physical parts, the stuff it's made of. On the other hand, you have spatiotemporal continuity, which is a fancy way of saying identity comes from its unbroken history, its continuous story through time and space.
Okay, so this is the moment where everything changes. Because the reason this puzzle has stuck around for thousands of years is that it was never, ever really about a ship.
That's right. Forget the boat. This is a puzzle about you.
Let's talk biology for a second. There's this thing called cellular turnover, and it's happening inside you right now as you're listening to this. It's just the natural process of old cells dying and being replaced by new ones. Your skin, your bones, your organs, literally all of you is constantly being rebuilt.
And when I say rebuilt, I mean rebuilt. Get this. Scientists estimate that about 99% of the atoms in your body get replaced every single year. You are almost completely different stuff than you were just a year ago. So you see, you are a walking, talking Ship of Theseus. Your physical parts are constantly being swapped out. And yet, and this is the crazy part, you feel like the same person. You feel like the person who went to bed last night. So why? If you're not the same stuff, what is it that makes you, you?
Which brings us right back to the biggest question of all, this unsolved mystery at the heart of everything. What in the world is identity?
Well, philosophers have thrown a bunch of ideas at the wall. Is it some kind of unchanging essence or form? You know, like a soul. Something that stays the same even when your body changes? Or maybe your identity is just your continuous story, your memories. You're you because you remember being you yesterday. What about its function? Are you you simply because you continue to operate as you in the world? Or is it all just a label? A convenient word we all agree to use so we don't go crazy?
Look, the honest truth? There's no single easy answer here. No one has solved this paradox. And that's actually the whole point. The goal isn't to find the right answer. It's about exploring all the wild questions it makes us ask about ourselves.
Yeah, the real power here isn't in finding a solution that you can box up and put on a shelf. The value is in the asking. It's a mental tool that forces us to really truly question our most basic ideas about who we are and what it even means to be the same person from one day to the next.
So I'm going to leave you with this. Just chew on it for a while. If all your atoms, all your cells, all the physical bits and pieces of you are constantly changing, what part of you is actually the same today as it was yesterday?